Fear Street Part 1 was good, Part 2 was great, and Fear Street Part 3 was awesome. Everything about it. The writing, the acting, the accents, the filming, and the musical score. What a great trilogy. Today, we are going to go over the importance of this knife, the importance of this very rock here where the red stuff grows, and the fake curse versus the real one. We will also be going over the very final clip that happened in the credits because evil is not done with Shadyside. But first, let's recap the backstory and the most important plot points that lead into that mysterious ending. At the end of Fear Street Part 2, Dina had brought Sarah Fier's hand to her body in the woods. Her body was in the woods since Sarah Fier's friends had moved her body from the tree to the woods so as to give her a proper burial. Dina's nose had bled and she had wiped it with her hand, so when she touched down, her blood was connected to Sarah Fier. So she saw through Sarah's eyes and saw the truth as to what really happened in 1666. Turns out, Sheriff Nick Good and Mayor Will Good's ancestor was Solomon Good. Solomon Good lost his child and his wife, and his brother wanted him to give up living on the outskirts and move back to the settlement. But Solomon was determined to get power, prosperity, and legacy. So he killed Widow Mary, stole her book, and made a deal with the devil. Solomon cursed Pastor Cyrus Miller, most likely in hopes of Cyrus killing his daughter Hannah, 2 for the price of 1. Pastor Cyrus Miller cut out the eyes of some kids and the town went crazy. They went on a witch hunt. Sarah discovered that Solomon Good was behind it all, but he blamed it on her. And in that day and age, no one was going to believe her. And the town was ready to kill her lover, Hannah Miller. So instead of trying to tell the truth, Sarah lied and said that she was a witch so that the town would not condemn Hannah Miller. But before she died, she told Solomon Good that the truth shall be his curse. Sarah Fier was the only one who had figured out the truth until Dina in 1994. That's when Dina came back from her trance, and who showed up? None other than Sheriff Nick Good, the boy who had made the deal with the devil in 1978. The man who is currently making deals with the devil in 1994. So what was Sheriff Nick Good doing? Nick Good cursed Shadysiders such as Thomas Slater in 1978 and Ryan Torres in 1994. The devil would then take over that person. Then, that person would kill and murder, and the devil would feed on the blood of dead Shadysiders. So, what did that do? Good got whatever he wanted. He became sheriff, which was his childhood dream. His brother became mayor. Sunnyvale got better and better, prospering at the expense of Shadyside blood. As an example, Sunnyvale was voted the most beautiful place to live, and there had not been a crime there in 30 years. But Dina killed Sheriff Nick Good, and when she did so, all the resurrected killers disappeared, and Sam was freed from her curse. The deal with the devil was broken, evidenced by the blob collapsing, by the etchings on the wall and the trenches on the floor disappearing. And there was one very other important change. Sunnyvale would no longer be immune to normal, everyday tragedies. That is why this guy here got smashed by a garbage truck, because Sunnyvale was now susceptible to normal, everyday tragedies, just like any other town. Sunnyvale was now exposed to the dirt of life, symbolized by Dina and Sam's Shadyside footprints staining Good's carpet. And the best part about it all is that Sarah Fier had told Solomon Good that the truth would eventually come out, and truth would be his curse. And it was. When Sheriff Nick Good was about to kill Dina, she forced his hand to touch the blob. At that moment, Sheriff Good was haunted by flashbacks. He was haunted by the truth, which allowed Dina to kill him. As Sarah Fier had said, the truth would be Good's curse. That leads us into the final scene. In the final scene, Dina went to the stone where Sarah Fier and Hannah Miller had hooked up and etched Sarah Fier's name into it with Sarah Fier's own knife. Sarah Fier, the first Shadysider. Then Dina and Sam kissed, which was a nice callback to Sarah Fier and Hannah Miller, where this all began. But little did they know, they had left the book down in the cave. And in the final scene, someone grabbed it, which is bad news, because according to Widow Mary, the devil lives inside that book, and it calls to people from it. So who grabbed it? Maybe Sheriff Nick Good's brother, Mayor Will Good. But there's another option. As a child, C. Berman, or Ziggy, had noticed that the Camp Nightwing nurse, Mary Lane, had a book with the devil stuff inside of it. At the very end of Part 3, C. Berman returned that book to Mary Lane, so there's a chance that Mary went and got the original book from the cave. Because in part 2, she was crazy. She tried to justify Ruby Lane's murders. Crazy Mary Lane may get that book to try to bring back her daughter.